Hello everyone. Apparently my streaming software had a bit of an issue there. It has been fixed. Now we're live. I was already showing live and apparently was not live. Oops. We're in the process of making a secondary Federation Hunter. We can't scoop. Secondary Federation Hunter. Because we have a problem with our Corvette being too large, too sizable, too big. Yes. So I need to get another ship outfitted for power play work. To be used in system where our Corvette can't make it. And I've been messing around with some ships and now trying out the Python Mark II, which I know the normal Python was amazing, so I'm hoping the Python Mark II is also amazing. So far though, optional turtle slots, I'm lacking 2 optional turtle slots to do all the things I want. I cannot fit a fuel scoop on this one, if I also want to be able to scoop up materials from enemy ships. So yeah, because for that you need limpets and you need the cargo compartment, so that's 2 slots you need, which wouldn't fit, so I can't do any scooping with this ship, which is a bit annoying. Not gonna lie. But now we're gonna engineer the ship and make sure it's all good and ready. Now I did engineer up to 3 ships this weekend. I think it was 3 ships. Yeah, a good amount at least. And so we might run out of some materials which we'll have to collect. Now the ship should be decent at collecting most things, except, well, it can't go to the ground. At least it doesn't have an SRV, which I would have loved to have, and it does not have a fuel scoop. So we have to be careful. We have to be really careful. Also no camera today because it's way too hot. It's way too hot. Sweaty and sticky. No thank you. Not today. But it's fun to just think of a thing you need and see if you can make a ship that works around that. They see us. We need to get them back. Settlements. With you or you? Let's see. Who are you? There you are. Farseer Inc. Let's go. Now we do have... Oh, that will work on a ground facility. Would not work. Now does the Mark II count as a new ship with better supercruise overcharge? I mean, it's wiggling, but not insanely so. Okay. It does eat a lot of fuel though to do that. Lots of fuel was consumed. See if you overshoot it. Hopefully not. Not this time. Go a bit slow, but it's probably because of the gravity by that gas giant over there. Okay, be careful. There we go, slower, slower. There we go, back to 7. You don't want to hit 6 there, because then we're gonna overshoot. I prefer not to this time. get a decent angle here. It's a bit flat still, but yeah, it's there we go. There we go. A little bit more speed. Good. I had a little practice at this. Doesn't mean I'm good at it yet, but it's getting better. I don't overshoot every plant every time again. Speed is good. We drop out of orbit here at 40 kilometers, which is normally it's 25. So this plant must be particularly high. Yeah, I think particularly high gravity, right? Then.
Victor, November, Mike. Commencing automated flight control routine. Please observe docking protocols. Access granted. Proceed to landing pad 02.
Now here we should be able to get Mass Manager and a few others. I'm not really sure which ones they're all available here, but it should be a good amount.
Touchdown complete. Engaging ship restraints.
Yeah, good amount.
Has been noted.
And I do want to get to the drive, obviously. It's the only thing that matters. And then the track drives. And we get the rest later. Dust is a lot more power throttle, so I have to be careful of that, and thermal loads as well. So not the best, but we'll see. The ship does seem to run a bit hot. Shield boosters, sure. I think we want to go for augmented. And then we get thermal block on that. That's the best combo. Same here. Resistance augmented. Oh, this kinetic resistance. Got the wrong one. This is the right one. I did the wrong one. Dang it. Need to fix that. Thermal block. So the last one. This one is kinetic resistant. Yeah, we need to fix that. It's been resistant augmented. Yes, it's gonna be gone. Experimental thermal block. Good. Now it's good. And I think the last one I'll actually put on heavy duty with super capacitors. You want to have three three resistant augmented ones. And you don't want to have any more because you have diminishing returns, and then you want one or more with up to three, the same thing basically. And this one will have super capacitors. Yep, there we go. So this one just increases my my shield health itself. FSD needs to get its experimental. It's gonna be Mass Manager as always. There is technically a reason to take the other ones, but I haven't found one. Overcharged. Now, can I get something good? A thermal spread. Oh, heat efficiency minus 10%. That would be good. This ups the mass, but more power is also not bad. Integrity stripped down. Technically, there's a thing for this as well. Thermal spread is nice though, because I'm gonna use a lot of weapons. Yeah, I need to increase the thermal resistance. There's no experimental for you, right? Nope. Okay, cool. So then we want to go to the next one. Not you. What's next we're gonna look forward to? Actually we can use this here. Use this. You're gonna see this. Okay, let's fix that. Now you can see it. There we go. So, engineers. So went to Felicia, because she has a good amount of things. See here. So what do we want to upgrade next? I want to go for someone that we already did FSD and thrusters, so we don't need to go to him. He has a shield generator though. We have to upgrade a shield generator, I believe. At least not with an experimental. We don't have any of these. Power distributor hasn't been done yet. There will only be one. We've done both of these. This one is we haven't unlocked yet. I need to get actually I need to get here. I need to get, what was it again? Gain access. Gain combat rank dangerous. I'm not yet dangerous. I'm getting close to it, but not yet there. And then we can go to her because she has a lot of things as well. I'd love to lock Laurie Jemison, which is at Jemison base in Shinra Tradesra, so that's kind of awesome. Frame shift wake, kill warrant scanners, manifest scanners. That's okay. Censored life support. Oh, life support 4 is really good. Because my best life support so far is life support 3. So this would be great. Detailed surface scatter is meh. Autophabatus units, okay. Fuel scoop, eh. Refinery. Shield cell banks are good. But mostly because of the experimentals. So this one for experimentals is great, but we can't unlock her yet. We do have B burst lasers here. It's only level 3. I'd love to go for 5. Don't have you. You're probably far away, I guess. Actually, you are available. Where do you live? Oh, 22,000 light years. Yeah, that's a bit far away. Let's not do that. Hell no. We've done the shield rules a second ago. So, sense done. I don't have one even. Shields are at 5 though. We don't need a 5. We already got 5. We just need a shield generator randomly. So that will be only one thing. Ramta is mostly about Thargoid stuff. Yeah, none of these. I mean, we have the distributor. That's the only thing we would go for here. He does have a lot of the optionals though. So Limperts and Guardian stuff, so not to him. Been to Felicia. Missile, only level 3 though. Okay, war would be nice. Meh. You are also in Seoul, are you? 1 million credits worth of combat bonds. Okay. And then we get frameshot drive and interdictor. Oh, interdictor, I don't think I have more than 4, so that's good. I need to unlock it at some point. The Sarge, cannons, railguns, we don't have those. All kind of limpets. We have collectors, that's all we have. Which is actually, for collectors, kind of decent. I think you can lightweight them, I believe. None about these. 32,000 light years away. Armor and hull reinforcement. Armor would be nice. Hull reinforcement we don't have, so only armor here. Shield boost would be nice, actually. We might want to go for shield boosters. Now build turner, accelerators, frameshift wake scanner, kill warrant scanner, manifest. I mean, you got the life support, so that's good. Nothing really. There's not. I was trying to go with someone I can actually combine with multiple things. You got actual missile racks. I'd love to go to you. And armor. We can get armor upgraded. It's good. Let's go to Liz. Yeah, then we get missile racks and we get armor upgraded. As it is. Oh, that's wrong. Need to do this. Yeah, there we go. Navigation. The map. 90 light years, right? We might be able to reach that. Depending on how it's... oh no, 145. We won't reach that. Oh, we do? Wow, okay. It's only 3 jumps away. We can do on 1 tank. Nice. Now this is a part I love. I can just do this and just instantly move away from this planet. Don't have to wait for all kind of nonsense to get up to space. Just bam, and you're gone. Does cost a bit of fuel, but for such a short jump, should be fine. Still a bit hotter than I'd like to. It's at around 60. I'd love to go advanced to be about 30, 37-ish would be great. Don't think we can reach it with this ship though. That's where we need to be. So a little jump, 15 light years, which is, as you can see, the fuel, man. Basically nothing. Basically nothing. I was messing around with what was it, the Federal gunship, because that's the highest level ship you have underneath, below the Corvettes, but it's just a bad ship, man. It just doesn't do anything good. We do it here. Demolition Unlimited, yes, please. I always forget if I've scanned already. It's something I just automatically do most of the time, but sometimes I don't, and it's like, did I do it? Question mark, do it again. Yeah, I wish that complete would stay there just to let me know from, oh yeah, you already did that. With Kill Scanner, they keep it there nowadays. Used to have the same problem, but they actually make that, as soon as you retarget the same target you've already scanned, that says already completed. And it just stays there as complete. I like that. Little reminders. This might be good enough here. Don't want to get too shallow. Oh, we got a bot. I'll destroy the bot in a sec. Botty. Bit flat. This should this is the better angle, yeah. There it is. That will do. Speed is good. Looks good, okay. This should be fine. I'll quickly delete this bot here. Verification and yeah, go. Messages are annoying. There's a little post that say what it means, right? But they're in the way of my buttons, so I can't press the buttons, which is annoying. But the bot has been destroyed. We're gliding. You're gliding.
Falcon, Delacy, Victor, November, Mike. Automated flight control protocol initiated. Please submit a request prior to landing. Docking permission authorized. You may proceed to landing pad 07.
Land me. Yes. Put me down. Ooh, there's a nice picture. Might take that. Ah, it sounds just too high. Yeah, sounds just too high. Sorry, too low. Just too low for that. Oh well.
Docking procedure completed. Ship secured. Greetings, Commander.
Armor. Was heavy duty, right? Lightweight. Kinetic thermal resistance goes down with this one, okay. Mass goes up. Yeah, I'll just stay with heavy duty. Heavy duty. You want a deep plating. It's the only thing that matters. Bam. Good. Missiles. 3As. So these increase power draw and mass for more missiles. Lightweight just gets the mass down and integrity down. Rapid fire doesn't really matter on the seeker missiles. The jitter bit doesn't matter, they're homing. We don't have any scrap though. Ah, that's a problem. They all need scrap. This one needs nickel. Increases its sturdy, makes the mount stronger. We get more armor piercing for this. And the thermal load goes down and the integrity goes up. I don't know why we get armor piercing for a sturdier mount. On a missile, but that's interesting. Jitter doesn't matter at all, but we can't get the mechanical strap here. And rapid fire. They reload a lot faster, instead of 12 seconds, 9 seconds. What's the best? We're gonna go down to 4.2 seconds. That's some fast-firing missiles. Ooh. Fancy. We can't get it though, because we don't have mechanical scrap. We still need to grab. Means you can't get high capacity, but that's powered for mass up. I think we go to 30 mount here. I like the armor piercing. Thermal load down as well. I'll take that. Missiles make a thermal load go pretty high up. We do get a little bit more mass, which is annoying, but we can jump less further. That's fine. Armor piercing on missiles is kind of weird. At least that you get it because of the mount. It's kind of weird. It's kind of silly. I can imagine that for a cannon, right? It can shoot them at a higher speed, so therefore, yeah, therefore a higher punch impact. That kind of makes sense to me, at least. But on a missile, not really, because they're self-propelling. The mount doesn't really matter that much in their. The mass doesn't really matter. Well, the initial velocity doesn't really matter in their end velocity, because they're self-powered. So I mean, I'll take 60% extra armor piercing. That's good. Okay, overflow munitions. A bit is thermal. Makes enemy more visible. Disrupt engine exhaust flow from the target. That will prevent engine power distribution. Emissive. This employs signature. And what does this one then? Oh, this makes some heat. Okay, heat up. We can't get this because we lack mechanical scrap. Really need more of that. Thermal. Heating up the target. I think drag munitions. Reserve the engine exhaust flow of the target. So slows them down basically. I mean, there are cooler things, but I'll take these ones. I'll take drag munitions. So they make sure that the engines, that they go less fast and stuff. And then this is done. Yeah. What kind of system are we in actually at the moment? I mean, we need to go to a specific system for what I want to do anyway. Yeah. Yeah. So what do we upgrade next then? I think my pulse lasers, right? I think they still need some upgrades. Modules. Burst lasers. Yeah. So that would be, let's see, burst lasers. Bro Tarkin. Is all 5 of those. Wrong. Bro. War jumps, we can't reach it in one go. So we need to refuel somewhere previously, okay. And to form a mechanical strap. I really need that.
Departure authorized.
Oh, perfect. Dead center. Doesn't have an off on that. Good enough. Denton Petrius. Hey Aryan, dude, morning. I noticed one of the sites was completed. Yes, I was able to complete the surface site, which you mostly already did. So mostly the aluminum and steel. And I haven't done too much for the rest because I've been just engineering things, trying to do some power plane stuff. So as I said, just take our time. Oh, by the way, how's the MotoGP, by the way? Hope was cool and not too hot. Are people in your system a little less unhappy now? So far, at this moment, no, they're still 0%. I really don't know how to make them happy though. I really don't know. Do we need to land here? I think we can land the next one, right? Let's see, I need to get rid of... Why do you see all these unexplored thingies? We can land here. I think we can do one more though. This as an empire, so there is definitely some place we can land. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, but for unhappiness, let's have a quick look at that. Or the happiness. What was it? Actually, no, I have to do the game. As soon as we get out of this. It's just their way, they are just unhappy. I think the weird thing is though, if you let's see, oh, we can't read it because it's just too much sun behind this. Also need to land first somewhere. We got Slacker's Paradise. I mean, it's far away, but we're going to Slacker's Paradise. We like to slack off. Yeah, let's go to Slacker's Paradise. Definitely your place. As soon as we get rid of this star here. I'll show the thingies. That will do. So now we can see again. This was our last message. Here you can see score 42, happiness 0%. So there's that. On the other hand, if you look into the news on the on one of the stations, any of the stations, you look at the news and it will also always say that the status is happy. So yeah. Hey Gabloy, dude, how you doing, man? Good morning, dude. Are you also cooking? It's hot, man. It's absolutely hot. I heard the predictions were about 39 degrees here. 39 degrees. That's ridiculous for the Netherlands. That's absolutely stupid. I can't recall it ever being that hot. MotoGP was great. A little sunburned. Not surprised. Nose and neck now, but not too bad. Ah, cool, man. I just hope you had enough fun. That's important bits. And yeah, don't get too sunburned. I had that 2 or 3 weeks ago. I was having a chat with my dad in the garden and decided to sit in the sun for half an hour. And I just felt it afterwards that the part of my face that was in the sun was again that what do you call it? Stabby feeling, like you're getting burnt there. It was really weird. Just from half an hour in the sun was insane. Normally don't burn that fast. I'm pretty resilient. I used to work in the fields with farming, and it was let's just say I'm used to being in the sun for a long amount of time. But that was yeah, half an hour already start to burn. Okay. It's okay, still wearing my normal jeans. Everyone else here in the office wears shorts and is sweating. I don't wear shorts. I don't know a lot of people wear shorts. Even in the greenhouses with 40 degrees inside and a humidity of 80%, I was wearing long jeans. Also because the plants were actually annoying and stabby. So yeah, I don't like to wear jeans. Sorry, don't like to wear shorts. But as I'm in the garden every day, my body is used to temperature. Yeah, your body's used to it. Your body can handle it. Your body is ready. But that's good, man. That's good. And you're in the office. Do you have AC? I assume you do, right? Or otherwise, hire the intern to use a piece of paper, just cool you down with that. Just. Oh, is it? Yeah, I thought so. That's a really short. Look at that orbit, man. It's basically inside the planet. What the hell? Okay. This is what I was afraid of my Bernie planet, of this kind of orbit. That's why I didn't put a hub there, which I should have done in hindsight, but I didn't, because I was afraid of something like this. Might be a bit fast here. Oh, we are. I actually slowed down because of the planets. I think we're actually good. Yeah, planet helped. Gravity wells. Mama ain't raised no quitter. Good, good. Never give up, never surrender. Oh, by the way, Keploy, we're arriving at Slacker's Paradise. I didn't have to go here. I could have gone to anything closer, but this name was just like, yes. We had to go for this one. Now, let's get past these things before we get hit by them. I've lost a few ships this way by being hit by those things, so let's just fly past this myself. Well, this ship is nice and fast, though. This ship is nice and fast, I like it. With the Type 9 getting past those things is kind of hard. Bringing some materials to Murakami and Belshaw arms site. They're nice and small. Yes, small, tiny. Definitely tiny. Oh, I did post in Discord, by the way, the new site I placed in for biological research. That's the one that is a requirement for other things we need to get installed. Although the weird thing is, we need to have 35 technology status to get a shipyard in, which apparently you already get if you install a asteroid base. Then it's already instantly 35 tech level. So I'm kind of like, I mean, I assume getting more tech level gets us access to higher level ships, right? I assume that's the case. So that's why we need to build that ground facility to get because it's the requirement to get space facilities with science. Or high tech. I hope it works, because we have a pretty decent selection on the Brentech's claim already. And that's all we're here for the fuel. That's all we're here for. So be gone, Satan. So it's like a nice place to be. Yes, yes, nice and hot. Prince Honor needs so much stuff, it will take a while. Yeah, don't worry about it, man. Just take your time, whatever you want to pick up is great. As I said, there's no time limit on any of these things. And I want to slow down the things I lock in. Because there's going to be a level... There are 2 level 2 facilities, I believe, so those are a bit heavier. And if possible, I think we're getting close. We might have to make one more level 2 facility. But then we can start on one of the big bases, and I want to, if possible, want to get one level 3 ground base and one level 3 space base. Those are the big things I want to install, but that will take a while. And if one of those is running, I run nothing else, because those are just too big to have things in tandem with them. Okay, navigation. We're going back to space. And yeah, we need to go there. Well, something I didn't really learn, by the way. I thought like zooming in would make it go down faster, but as if you can see here, up and down. But if we zoom out, up and down, look at this. Yeah, I did it all wrong. I was like, oh, I need to be there. I just zoom in, zoom close to it, and then we go down to Mung, right? Because that's fast. No, we just do this, and then we're there. Actually, we're past it. It's a bit fiddly. Okay. Now I lost it. Now I lost it. I lost it. We need to go down there. Wrong. There we need to be. Hello? There we go. Good. Also, something I found out in the weekend from a video is if you want to have your name called out, right, on stations, they call your call sign. Your call sign normally is the first 3 letters of your character. So that would be, for me, that would be Golf Romeo Echo for Greenbeard. GRE. But you can also set that to be the call sign of your ship. And then it's the coding. So if you have the name of your ship is the top, and underneath you have the code, which is usually 5 symbols, I believe. Those 3 letters will be called out if you select those. If you go to options, it's weirdly in audio. I know, it's weird. Under voice volume. And then call sign here. Normally it's basically on command and name. You can also make it ship name or ship ID. I could also ship ID. So it will call out the first 3 letters of your commander's name, which in this case would be GRE for me. Or your ship name, which is Venom. So that would be VEN. Or my ship ID, which is VNM, short for Venom. So that's one I got. So you can actually change what they call you when you go Pi. And I like to have it for my ship ID, because it then will be different on what ship I play. I think it's just fun to change it out. I was always wondering what it was calling out. I knew it was something I put in, just didn't know what it was. But yeah, Golf Roaming Echo is for green. Yeah. We don't have a fuel scoop in this one. I think it's only going to be the last jump here, right? Yeah, that's wrong. But we are too hot. 76%. It's too hot. Need to wait. Patience. Patience. 50 and 40. There we go. That's cool enough. I did also some testing with my cutter for hauling, and actually my cutter, fully outfitted for hauling, was only 244 tons of cargo. I have over 3 times that much in my Type 9. Why are people saying that the cutter is good for hauling? It doesn't feel like it to me. I mean, maybe the jump range is better, but only a third of the stuff you can carry around with you is not a lot. It doesn't sound worth to me, but maybe I'm missing something crucial, because I might. Because I carry 744 items every time I go in and forth with my Type 9. And if I go with the cutter, it's only 244, which is, well, peanuts. So I'm not really sure why people are saying that the cutter is so good for that. I know the cutter is apparently supposed to be one of the best carriers and one of the best miners, but for carrying I'm kind of like, really? I must be missing something there. Something must be different than I perceive it, because I mean, this medium ship has better cargo capacity than that. Oh, we're gonna overshoot it. I got too far, got into the 6. Too far. Maybe I can use the planet here to slow down a bit. Oh, we slow down. Good enough. Good enough. There's also a little point where you actually start to accelerate for some reason when you get close to planets. But I think we're good now. I think we got past the weird zone. That's the bottom of the planets. That's on the other side, okay. The other side, check. See the angle. Bit flat still. I think this will do. Yeah, that's a good angle. That's a good angle. Pretty sure it's instantly perfect for the glide. Are we too fast? Let's make sure we're not. I think we're good like this. Yeah, a bit slow even. That's fine. I'd rather be a bit slow than too fast. Because it got dropped out of Super Cruise here and not get into glide mode, it's going to take a lot more time. Not sure what you did. I'm doing 720 the cutter. Problem is it needs a size 6 shields generator instead of 5. Well, I just don't run shields on my hull, so that's no problem. I need to look into that. I must have done something wrong then. Maybe I put shield in there? Because I only got 244 and was like, what the hell is this? There's nothing. Because I was flying up my Type 9 in another place to get the money. I I was like, I use my cutter then for the building of the system, but then I got only 244 cargo capacity. I was like, what? What? Must have done something wrong then. That manhole slightly more, but it's just like the handling on the cutter a little better. So I live at 720 versus 740-ish tons per trip. Yeah, that's indeed all the difference there is. It's not that big. It's not that big of a difference. Then I must have done something wrong then, somewhere. Significantly wrong if I go to 244 out of the 740, 720 you could just call. Something must be really wrong with my cutter. And therefore probably with my brain. Which is no surprise to anyone. No, that's reverse, never mind. There.
November, Mike. Flight control online. Welcome, Commander.
And there we go. I fitted 265, 265, 64, 64, 20. Yeah, that seems indeed more logical, yeah. I must have done something completely wrong then. It's just, I must have had some kind of brain fart where it's all the wrong things.
Landing operation complete.
Because my cargo capacity was nothing near that.
Welcome, Commander.
Ah, laser time. We got one with efficiency already, so that's good. Experimental. Oh, you have flow control already. Let's guys keep the flow control. That's good. I can't do more flow control apparently. It's not efficient. That's simply the best. Now, experiment. I'd love to go full control, but it requires mechanical scrap. Surprise, surprise. Yes, it does. This heals. Scramble spectrum is not bad. Potential trigger random malfunction on target. You want to do this on a fast shooting one though. This will sometimes go through the shield itself. Increase damage and convert half of it to kinetic at the cost of introducing aiming jitter. Makes my phaser do kinetic damage. Interesting. Sure. You can have that. You can have that. A bit of a jitter is fine. We need to get through that hull anyway, so a bit of kinetic damage is good. Although we do have a lot of missiles. I'd love to go with flow capacitor. With all of them. So I need to actually go and grab myself some mechanical scrap somewhere. Because it is getting to be a problem. No fuel scoop for the short hauls and just swap out the scoop if I need a longer haul. Yeah, I do the same thing. I actually usually run without scoop because I'm just running aluminum, titanium and steel, which is kind of close anyway. I can do it without having to scoop. So I just run out without that because it's just going 15 times in and forth to the same station, so no real need for fuel scoop there. Could probably tweak a bit more, but fine with this. I mean, that's all that matters, man. If you're fine with this, good. You could min-max a bit more, a bit less, and it's like, in the end, it makes one trip difference over 20 or 40 trips, so it's kind of like, yeah, sure. At some point, it doesn't really matter anymore. I will make them more efficient, but I do need to get a flow capacity almost. This is going to be a level 3. Yeah, this one needs to be big as well. Efficient. Now, are we running out of selenium? Because I've made a lot of efficient weapons lately. Selenium is my big enemy, of course, as you all know. Hard to get stuff. Chromium, we got good enough of that. I mean, I've been collecting a lot over the time, so it's all years of collecting this stuff. And I'm just upgrading a lot. Still chromium. Ah, heat veins. Heat veins are actually a bottleneck, not selenium. If this would go away. There. Yeah, we're going to do 33 heat veins. I mean, still good enough for this set, but... At least we go with selenium. Heat veins are kind of easy to get. You just shoot down enemy planes and you get heat veins. And there's a lot of enemy ships out there, so that's easy. I think for most weapons, efficient is just simply the best way to go, because there's only benefits, which is kind of insane. It almost is OP actually, efficient to be fair, because thermal load goes down, damage goes up with a low thermal load, which is usually the counter for it. Damage per second goes up as well, so you get, I mean, these are already tied in each other. It's kind of insane, man. Efficient seems too powerful to me compared to the others, because I would never even go for focused or lightweight or any of those. I mean, lightweight maybe if you want to use for jumping, that's the one thing, but usually if you want to go for lightweight, you just don't want to use any weapons basically. They don't fit Anaconda for the longer haul, 44 the cargo I think, jumping 60 slide years, empty to get special stuff, it's very nice. That's pretty good, yeah. The way back is a bit longer, but the way to is pretty good. I don't think I have a whole Anaconda yet. I have a minor Anaconda, I have a plasma Anaconda, I have a jumper Anaconda, which can't fit anything on it because it's just pure jumping. Does do about 80 light years, I believe, 80 something. Yeah, it basically is a skeleton of a ship. There's nothing on it, just to make sure it can jump. Do we make a faster shooting one? I think we do. Ah, we can't. No mechanical scrap. Ah, yes. I mean, fine, then you'll be efficient too. I mean, efficient is just good. I'll do scramble sequence on this one, which is a chance per shot, so therefore you wanna, with more shots you get more chances, and therefore more shutting down of enemy modules randomly. Only one at a time, but still. That will be not facing Scramble Spectrum, that one. Yes. Usually put it on my lowest damaging weapon, because it lowers my damage, so why put it on a big boy gun if you put it on a small one? Now, at this point, we got so much thermal load reduction there that I think we can just keep firing this without overheating at this point. I just got back into this game and found out about SCO FSD. So just a straight upgrade to the normal FSD? Yes, but there is a caveat to it. It's a bit like the upgrade you get. It's a little bit like when you get interdicted. You get a bit of a wiggly mouse. You get the same thing with the SCOs. And also on the new ship, because they want to sell the new ships have less of that jitter on it. So you want to have a new ship, the Mandalay, the Condor I believe it's called, or whatever the new ships are called, all those new ones. And then use an SCO FSD on them. I used it on the other ships as well, but it's a bit hard to use. I need mechanical scrap for the rest. Yeah. I got one on this ship. This is a new crate, a crate Mark II. I think it is also balanced out on this one. I can show it to you. It's pretty awesome. Have a look at this. So normally you want to go from a planet and you want to go to space, right? So you go up, you boost away so you get away from mass lock, which we will do.
Takeoff procedure complete. Clear for departure.
There we go. About here-ish would be fine. So boost away. So mass locks goes away, which we are. We did, of course, FSD as normal. This is all the normal basic stuff. And see a little down the right here, there, with the kilometers. If I now press tab, you see there 2.2 kilometers to home, and you have to travel all the way to 0C base to be free of the planet. But if I use the FCO, sorry, FOA, whatever, this thing, and I'm gone. That's how fast you get off a planet. It's a whole lot faster than it used to be. It does, of course, overheat you quite significantly. It costs a lot of fuel, and you do get jitters. Now, do we get jitter with this ship? I need to wait for the cooldown, of course. So let's get a navigation. Actually, I want to go to my Nara targets. That's not the right one. I'll put it away. Ah, okay. That's unfortunate. In Nara. Really dangerous. In Nara. Yes. Can you see this? No, you cannot. Let's fix that. Let's fix that so we can see this. Screen capture. Ah. So we want to go to nearest, I think it's star system. Yeah, that's the one to find it in. So we want to have a this is not correct. It needs to be stationed then. Yeah, it needs to be stationed. We need these additional options here. So we're looking for a war state. I have to think about this. Anyways, we want our population security. Yeah, security level wants to be high security, and we want a state, play state, target war state. And in the wrong one. Manufacture. That's what. Yeah, manufacturers. That's where we need to be. Yeah, there we go. Because their faction state, there we can go for war. Down there, war. There we go. And then we can use additional options for security level high. I don't really care about the rest here. And then of course we need to be somewhere where we are at. So we are at Muan at the moment. 1, yes. And then we'll look for what's close by. We got this thing here. Don't really care what it is. Crom de Behe. There we go. So if I then go towards the galaxy map, select that. Not too far away. Perfect. So now, of course, I can normally I need to jump towards this, which I will do. But just so you can see what the SUFSD does. So this is just struggling forward, right? If I now use the boost here, you see me start to jitter. I'm not touching the mouse at all. Now jitter is barely noticeable. It's a little bit of jitter here, you can see, but not a lot. And my temperature barely goes up. In the older ships though, temperature goes up very fast and its jitter is way worse than this. And of course this costs a lot of fuel. As you can see, my fuel goes down pretty significantly, as you can see in the right hand there. So this is what the thing does, and your speed goes up very fast. So if you have 100,000 light seconds to travel, this makes it really, really easy to do so. So it is a straight upgrade, but it has some downsides. And it's obvious they want to sell the new ships. Those are the three big things about them. So for Crate Mark II, that's mostly spec for bounty hunting. The SEO won't be that useful, is it correct? Depends. If you have to go for a lot of flight seconds, I put on every single ship I own. Even because it's you get more jitter, you get more heat and stuff, but it's nice to just travel those few thousand light seconds faster, or just getting off the planet, which is just so short it doesn't really matter for the jitter. The longer you are in that state, the more your jitter gets, and the more heat you get as well. So here we need to go to our nav beacon, yeah, nav beacon, and then I need to find a specific thing. Combat aftermath we're looking for. Combat aftermath, because those should have. There we go. Because those should have our mechanical scrap when we need. Agreed. I just used to cut down some of the time towards destination a little further from the star. Then this would work perfectly. I use it for over 1,000 light seconds just to close the distance a bit, and for that it's fine on any ship type. But if you wanted to go hundreds of thousands of light seconds, it's a bit hard on older ships. It's a bit difficult. because you do overheat fast and you do get insane jets. It's like being interdicted, basically. Basically that. Still, I think it's useful on every ship. It's just that it's a bit weird that it's better on the newer ships. It's a bit odd. I mean, you can imagine it. New technology, new ship, fine. They're better at it, but I'd love to make it good on my Corvette too, because I put a lot of time in getting my Corvette, you know? I mean, it still works, I still use it, but it's kind of like, yeah. Once again. Oh, actually, no, we got some loot here. Hello. What is this? Oh, it's our beacon. I'm dumb. I'm dumb. I thought we were already at the marker. One step ahead there. Scanned it. Let's leave. And then we have a look around. What's near? Navigation. Let's make sure we got the right filters on. Yeah, I need you and you. We don't need settlements. Cool. So we're looking for combat aftermath. If they have any. We could do weapons fire as well, but they're usually fighting places. Don't really need that at the moment. Conflict zones, nothing we need here specifically, unfortunately. Let's go to something random and we just wait for the things to switch out, so... Don't really know what you'll find in the dispersal patterns. Let's go for encoded threats. Encoded missions. Sure. We'll take that one. We're just gonna wait around till we get to some combat aftermath, and we're just gonna collect whatever we can while we're here. Now here we have 1,800 light seconds, right? I'm using the boost here. Go down to about 20 seconds and then you deactivate and you're kind of good. I mean, you're not there yet, but you don't overshoot it. You do overshoot really fast because our speed just went up to pretty insane levels there. And something you don't get as well, in the bottom right, normally you would have a FSD cooldown thing. This thing doesn't show the cooldown, but it does have a cooldown. So you have to guess when that's over. I mean, I would love that they use the same cooldown mechanic as the FSD cooldown, because it's just basically the same thing. But yeah, they didn't. So you just have to guess when your boost cooldown is gone. But in my opinion, every single FSD for every single ship I own will from now on be an SCO FSD. And to be fair, there is one FSD on every single ship, which is an SCO FSD, which is the double engineered one, which everyone can get. You just have to collect the items for every single one of them. So it's a bit of a grind to get them, but they're double engineered. They have fast charge and speed and a maximum range increase on the FSD. For some reason, some weird magic, fast charge also increase your range. So if you have fast charge and range increase, you get a better range than normal range increase alone. And then you can put Mass Manager on it if you want, which I would. So that's the best FSD in the game on any size, I believe you wish. Just you have to select the right size, and they all cost the same materials. You do have to collect some Targold materials which are corrosive though, so you do need some corrosive cargo, which you can get from Professor Palin. You need one of them, so that's fine. Oh, we actually get some stuff here. What do we get here? What is this? Chemical manipulate. Oh, I can use those. That's good stuff. That's good stuff. I can use all that. I want to use all you. This is a bit too fast. Collectors. Oh, we don't have limits. Well, shit. I gotta make some. I forgot to buy limpets. Yep, that's me. Limpets. Let's make some. A bit of iron and nickel. We got some. Not a lot though. I used a lot of. I made a lot of limpets lately. Shouldn't have, but I did. And after this we go to the station, get some limpets, and hope we get a combat aftermath. Anyway, limpets. I can only have one active at a time because we don't have the slots for anything better, so we're gonna use these. Anyway, what do we find here? Chemical manipulators, distilleries as well are good. We could use a few centers, it's fine. Just topping off most things, it seems. Yeah, cool. I would love to run into my Federal Corvette with just 4 of them at the same time, but yeah, we're trying to get a replacement for Corvettes for the place where we can't land with a big ship. So that's why we're making this one. Let's see, my Great Mark II. No light? No light. I was hoping to find a light source to see the ship better, but no. No light for us. It's gonna be darkness. Started playing yesterday, but this game is a lot of fun. It is, man. Yeah, as long as you don't get scared off by the learning cliff, which it is a learning cliff, not a learning hill. It's insane. If you don't get scared by that, it's an amazing game, man. If they would do a little bit more quality of life things in this game, which they desperately need to do, then this game would be so good, man. It could go for another 20 years easily. It's just so goddamn beautiful, and there's so much to do in it. So I think it's great. It just needs a bit more love. That's all it needs. But yeah, that sounds easy, of course, when I say it like that, which it probably isn't. I just got back into this game after a few years of hiatus, 3 or 4 weeks ago, because I had a lot of new things like colonization. I've been working on making my own space system, mostly with the help of Commander Braintag, who's also chat, by the way. And yeah, that's FST. We don't need that. That's good enough. Retracting. Let's leave this place and let's buy some limpets, so I don't have to make more. It's even better in VR. I don't have VR, mate. Also, I'm getting really I have a lot of motion sickness from cars and ships and planes and stuff, so I don't think VR would be good for me. But if you like it, enjoy it, mate. I believe it was one of the best VR games for a long time, so not sure it is now, but I assume it's still pretty high on the list of good VR games. Well, they did stop VR support, I believe, a while back, as they also stopped with console support. And you know the weird thing is, if they would simply monetize a little bit better, which they are doing better now, and they could earn so much money, they could just make this game a lot better. For example, they didn't do ship interiors when they did the ground stuff, right? And there was a lot of people in the open arms to have ship interiors. I think they should have had ship interiors. Just a small cabin into most ships, and make one specific for large ships, for small ships, for medium ships, and then let people decorate them. People spend so much money in so many games, end game, to decorate shit. Just give them a room, give them some closets, give them some cabinets, and all kind of little toys to put down, and people will do that, even if they have no use. Maybe add some that make music or sounds and stuff, and you're golden, man. I played a lot of Elder Scrolls Online, and the end game is just pure base house building. Just buy a house and put it full of stuff, which you don't need. There's no need for the game whatsoever to have it, but you know, you can. And end game, everyone is building houses and filling up, which is kind of awesome. They could have done the same thing here, and would have earned so much money, man. They would be so filthy rich, even if the price were low. Yeah. This game can go so far if they just put in the effort to put a little bit more, you know, things in there. Can you imagine just having you have a lot of people just are going out and explore things, right? They go from system to system. There's no one else there, just them and their ship. If you could put a little captain's cabin in there and just allow them to put in a special seat and give them 10 million seats options and 10 million cabinet options and maybe a desk, and on the desk sit a kind of whatever, maybe a quilling kind of. I just named something weird, but you know. They could have just put so many things on it. And just sell those things for a very small price, and then people would buy it, definitely. That would be a great way to monetize the game. And most people just be happy about it. It's just so simple. I agree, it's amazing in VR, and it's the reaction, the reason why I play. It's the main. Also, it's me that they didn't discontinue VR. Oh, they didn't discontinue it. Okay. Just that I think they couldn't figure out how to do VR for the walking missions. That's fair. That's fair, because the walking thing was a pretty big deal for them, and the implementation is kind of mediocre. Because I mean, there's a lot of things that are still too wonky in it. To be fair. I mean, I enjoy it, but I'm not a great FPS shooter enjoyer. So I just sneak around and just snipe things. And for stealthy mission stuff, it's really fun. It's really cool. But if you want to go in there and just try to do first-person shooter things, then it's not the best game ever. Definitely not. But it's fun enough as it is. I enjoy it. At least they lowered all the requirements for the engineering materials, because that was way too much and way too grindy. It's still grindy, but at least now it feels doable, you know? The screen is big on foot, so I can hit the peeps too. I mean, cool. I wasn't really a big fan of the you have to hit the shields, and then you have the I will call it hull, because everything in the game is called hull. So you have to hit the shield and then you have to hit the hull. But if you overdip your shield, it will not go through the hull. So you can't just one-tap someone with a sniper rifle, which is annoying. You have to two-step someone, which, I mean, they already boast the alarm before they get hit. So you have to hit them when the shield's up, which is, some always walk with the shield up. So you can't really do sniper missions too easily if you have a target, because targets are always shielded. Other NPCs you can just one tap with the sniper rifle, but not the ones who are your target, which is kind of like, why? So let's get some limpets here before I forget. Limpets. And playing right now in VR, it's cool. It works for ship, just for walking missions. They put a giant screen in front of you. Okay. I mean, if it works, I guess. There is this thing called what is it? Elite Dangerous Co-Pilot, which I highly recommend for VR, because it basically gives you Gladys. Basically, you get Gladys, who will tell you what to do, where to go, the things you can't see because you are in VR. You can't get to all screens. She will tell you all kind of things. It's also nice if you're not in VR, by the way. There we go. Confirm. Good. We are full. We are loaded. But something I really like about the leads, which they did at the ships and didn't do at foot. If you go to your stuff here, I have a menu here, but this menu looks like it's a part that floats inside the ship. It's actually part of the ship. So that's kind of cool. But if you go towards the ground stuff, this one could still be ship. You get all kind of pals put in front of you as their actual menus. I'd love the fact that this just seems like it's part of the ship that just activates when you look at it. Or this one here. Or this one here. It's like a screen that's actually situated there. Not just something in front of you to, you know, put a menu in front of you. And they didn't really do it on the ground missions. They just put actually just a menu in front of you, just a big screen. It's like, yeah, okay. Yeah, ED Copilot is really good. Yeah. Indeed. There's a few things that are really useful. I don't use ED Copilot myself because I already have Odyssey Material Helper here, which is something I use a lot. Also, what happened there? What? Something happened there. Anyway, I use that a lot. Because it does all the things I want. But yeah, Copilot does all these things and then better in VR because also speaks out all the things you need to know. It's really good. I think you can even select what voice you want, etc, etc. It's pretty dang great. There's so many cool things about this game, man. GitHub? Yeah, indeed. It's a GitHub download. You need to look up which one to download, because I never know which one to click on those things. There's a lot of links always there. So you have to look that up. I can't help with that, but yeah, Copilot is really great for VR. Let's see, we need to go to, I think we just go back to the nav beacon and see if there's anything new to want. yeah. I'm too lazy to scan them all. I could, but I'm not going to. I guess it's more time. Oh, by the way, a little boost here could be useful. We got a day here. Super boost. And we're good. Yeah, I like the boost quite a lot. I think it's a really good change for a lot of new people. The one downside though is there is this one run. We have to go to a station hundreds of thousands of light seconds away from the star to get that one cup. I forget what it's called again. It's some kind of a station, and that's the only place you can get the cup. Also think they should allow us to get actually a cup bobblehead placement thingy when you get the cup, but that's just me. But that cost me, I believe, 3 hours or something to get there. Just flying inside the system, just super cruising forward, and I actually had to pack more fuel tanks on my ship so I could actually make it. Else you just run out of fuel halfway there. But yeah, things like that are kind of trivial with that speed boost now. So that's a bit of a shame, but I understand why they did it. It's a good change, but yeah. Some things are a bit like less difficult to get now. Need to go. Thanks for the stream and see you tomorrow, Caploy. Have a great rest of your day. Do not melt, and see you tomorrow, man. Thanks for dropping by. But yeah, I have a lot of fun playing this game, and I think it's just one of the big things for me, at least. A lot of things that look good, and I mean, for a game made over 11 years old, that is pretty fucking good looking. I mean, basically everything you go is a screenshot waiting to happen. Everything could be a thumbnail. It's just awesome. I really enjoy it. Just because the sheer looks of it. And I think Elite Dangerous is one of the best games available with the best mining gameplay. I'm a miner, I like mining. And especially core mining, just explode those asteroids is amazing to do, man. It's just so satisfying to do. So yeah, I do that quite a lot. It's not that efficient anymore for money making, it's not that great anymore. I mean, it's okay. Not great. It used to be the best way. And it was pretty hard to do. Now it's kind of like, yeah, it's there, but not that good anymore. But just when you're chilling, just listening to some podcast or something, or just chatting away, just mining and just exploding asteroids, kind of awesome. It's pretty awesome. Explosions are so cool. The explosion is so cool, man. This the sound effect alone. If you get too close, you actually get damage and stuff. It is great. I think it's awesome. Oh, that star's a bit in my way. Star, get out of my way. There. Let's see. What was it again? Aftermath. Combat Aftermath. Yes. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's wrong. There we go. Let's see. 5k lights seconds, right? And this is where we use the SEO once again. Bam. There. And I will do it again in a little bit. But this speed boost is just great. So yeah, I'd say for any FSD, especially on the newer ships, but on the old ships as well, I think it's just worth getting an SEO. Even though it's a waste of your first upgraded FSDs. Okay, a little bit of a boost there. That will have to do. But this is the way I like to use it mostly, just for a little burst. You can go for long distances, on the newer ships at least. But I like to go for a short burst and just make it just speed up a bit. They also don't get any damage. And there. That should do. That should do. Hope we don't overshoot here. We might be a bit too close. And I want your mechanical scrap. Too far. Too close, too fast. Dang it. I did overshoot it. The loop of shame. Yes, much shame, much loop. We're still too close, okay. We might once again overshoot it. If you see mega meters, we're good. Come on, mega meters, come on. Oh, yeah, there we go. Ah, bleh. I always get this mission. This mission doesn't really get me the stuff I want. I mean, they exist, I guess, but it's not the great one. I'm trying to get some mechanical scrap, and with this mission, though, you don't get mechanical scrap. You get to get that thing, and you get to fight a bit. Give me 1 second. I need to grab something first. One moment. Zoo, I've returned. Anyways, let's grab this mission then. And we need to accept that, else we get in trouble.
Excellent. You're looking for a black box. Once you found it, just scoop it up.
You mean the one right in front of me? That black box? Yes, that black box. I kind of have a double feeling about the boost option. I like that it saves time, but also reduces the feeling of this distance when you're flying out 40,000. Yeah, indeed. I agree. I completely agree with that. But I think it's needed for the game, because we do need more people in the game. The game just needs to get more people in, and it was really hard to play. But I don't have any weapons set up, that's not good. Where's my kill warrant there? So it needs to get all the lasers. There we go, lasers. We didn't get attacked. Oh, cool. Okay, normally get attacked here. Fine. And then we just make it proper. So my Seeker missile on 2. One. This one goes away. This kill warrant scanner, we want that there. D-scanner can go there. This one we don't need. The D-scanner on 2 there, and the collector on 2 there. Good. So now I can switch this. And then we go to Seeker Missile. Yes. Good. Okay. Anyway, we didn't get attacked. We didn't get anything useful, but you know. Fine. Now deployed. Let's try to find some mechanical scrap. They should be in high security systems, and then we have to find combat aftermaths. That's what it said in the thing. So I haven't found any yet, though. We just came away from this one. I could go back there, but it just doesn't feel correct. Conflict zones. No combat aftermath. No, there's one. 5k. Okay, 5k away. Don't spawn 5k away. I've been watching the updates videos. It seems like this year they're really trying to get more people into the game by increasing the ML features. Like squadrons, riding guilds. True, but the game needs the influx of money. It just doesn't make enough money. But it's so easy to monetize this game properly in a way that people would enjoy it and would make this game and would give them the money to actually improve this game a lot more, you know? Same concept for the engineered FSDs. Getting to the other side of the galaxy is an experience anyway. Also when jumping 60 plus light years at a time. True. I haven't been to Colonial myself, haven't been there yet. Will do it at some point. Or to Beagle Point, haven't been to either. That's also why I made the jump on that, to do it at some point. And now to collect a new FSD, the better one. And to collect one still. and I have to get all the engineer materials, especially on food, ready to go to Colonia, which is a bit of a grind, which I have been scared to start. But I do want to do it at some point to collect all the materials before we go to Colonia, and have a whole list prepared of what do I need to prepare, what do we need to, what do you call it, what kind of recipes I need to pin for the engineer especially, to make it all work. So that's going to be a lot of preparation, which I haven't been able to do yet, because there's so many other things that are shiny in my face. And at the moment I'm mostly working on the colonization thing, because that's just really cool to me, that you can make your own system and make your own things in there. So that's at the moment to focus, and also the new power play is cool. I also work on that. And just seeing what happens in the galaxy. It's kind of nice. I'm sure people who play this game wouldn't mind paying like $10 a month or $7 a month or $5, something like that, which would give them a lot more money, to be able to develop. Yeah, indeed. I mean, one simple thing that I talked about for colonization, right? You can claim a star system, but the naming of star system, you can rename things 5 times. A random name generator will then select a name, and you can take any of the names you wish 5 times for free. If you want to name it something yourself, you have to pay 5,000 arcs. If you would lower that price to name it yourself to let's say 400 arcs, the exact amount you can get for free by playing the game itself if you do your things, that would get a lot more people to go, oh, I can get this, cool, which means they get to the shop and see shop things, which will get more people to buy things. It's just how it works. And also would entice people who just play for free, that they can still do it. So more people will be happy because they play for free and they can still do it. And a lot of people will pay in the shop because, hey, they can get this thing and there's this cool thing next to it. Oh, that's cool, I like that, I can buy that. It gets a lot more traffic in the shop, which will get more sales. So that alone would just give them a lot of money. Just by lowering the price, we earn a lot more. And especially for a system, you make a whole system, and you can have up to 60 things in my system, you know. It's always the exact same mission. Where's my mechanical scrap? Okay, doesn't really work the way I thought it would be. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. I mean, I'll accept it. It's fine. And I'll send out my droid boy. Oh. Yeah, go collect that boy. Yeah, there's a lot of things in which you can monetize the game better, which will allow them to do better, cool things to the game. And something they really need to work on is the onboarding. When new people get into the game, make sure it's fun to get into the game, and that they understand what they're doing. They can at least fly their first ship or something around, you know. There's probably going to be violence here. I mean, another system alwast got instantly attacked after this happened, but not here. Corruption in progress, yes. And then... nothing, again. Okay. Normally you get attacked at this point. There's something else that says, oh, attack it. Sure then. Okay. But I'm looking for mechanical scrap, and that's supposed to be... if I go here... that's the wrong thing. I need... dang it. Made a mess. I made a mess. There we go. I need this thing. Yeah, this is the thing. Bam. There we go. Let's see. If we go to materials and we go to... where is it? Mechanical scrap here. Where to find? Combat Aftermath, USS. I have no clue what USS means in this context. In systems with security of high or anarchy. I've been going to high with war, because war is where all combat aftermath can be found, so yeah. I could try to security of low and go to missions. We could do that. Let's do that. So low security systems. I wish I knew what they meant with USS though. I'm pretty sure it's not United States ship, right? Pretty sure it's not. We got fuel and stuff. Okay, let's see what we can find. let's see. So we want to go to change search. We're going to get rid of war. We do want minor factions, right? Because we do want to select security level at low. At low. That's all we want, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's all we want. Search that. So let's go to this system here. Let's see how that works. Because I haven't gotten any luck here so far. ChatGPT has helped a lot too. I have never used ChatGPT. I mean, I know of it, but I never really used it. I haven't seen a good use for me, at least. Also, I don't trust AI nonsense, because the point with AI is they post a lot of information and stuff. They give you a lot of information and stuff, and the problem is that they look at the most quoted sources or the most used arguments. That means it looks at the most people who are talking about it, which is often the wrong majority. Is often the majority who's misinformed. So yeah, you often get the wrong results with AI. I agree. I just started yesterday. I bought this game so long ago and felt intimidated by it. That's why I didn't play and didn't know what to do, but just started to take missions. ChatGPT has a lot of... Yeah, ChatGPT should show you a bit of good ideas indeed. What I did for myself, at least when I started to play this game, I gave myself a goal. My goal was to get myself a federal corvette, which means I need to learn to fly ships, I need to learn to make trades, I need to find out how to get my rank of federal up, etc. It put me into the game and started to do things, and you just had to find out how to work things. We need to get to the nav beacon. Yeah. So I just set myself a goal and just work towards the goal. So over time, and there was no time limit or anything. I'll just slowly work towards your goal. And I actually put a lot of effort into flying my ships properly. I had a joystick back in the day, and just make sure I could fly. And just for example, if you go to a station, right? Stations are rotating things. So if you go to the outside of a station, put your nose within a meter of the station's bulkhead, or keep some kind of part of it in focus, and follow that with your ship, with your nose at 1 meter away from it, and keep doing that for a minute. See if you can keep up with it. That kind of practice stuff I did a lot to make sure I was good at combat. But then my joystick broke and I kind of gave up, because this game is really great for joystick. Mouse and keyboard, it works, but not as good as with my joystick, so I kind of never got truly there. Because this game is a perfect joystick game to me. And I don't own a joystick anymore. But it's still fun to do. Just the combat is a bit less cool to me. Because I learned all kind of aerobatics and stuff, and that just kind of, well, you can technically do with a mouse and keyboard, but it's so much more janky. Yeah. Let's see. We're looking for a code of the missions. Yeah. So that could be any of these. And I know from a code of emissions they could have a lot. I know from the high encode emissions they can give us an insane amount of materials. Basically a full inventory in one go, which is nuts, especially for the higher level materials. I'm going way too fast. I'm going way too fast. I'm just gonna circle this a few times till we get slow enough. That's my reason why I stopped playing this game a few years back. And I saw there was a lot of things that were added and adjusted, and I did like the mining thing, which you can do with a mouse and keyboard fine. So I just did that on occasion. But then I saw that there was a lot of things added, like the colonization, you got the fleet carriers, you got the new ships, you got the whole Thargoid War. I did some Thargoid War things as well. And there was a lot of new things happening in the game. It's like, yeah, I can try it again. And I'm having a blast. Come on, be scrap. Be scrap. Now, we can only send out one singular probe. Limpet, sorry. Same thing, same thing. Oh, good stuff. Okay, I mean, it's good stuff. Not what I'm looking for. Not what I'm looking for. I mean, it's still good stuff. I'll take it, but we could use these all. Just to top it off. Except for this one. But I'm looking for mechanical scrap and we haven't found it yet. Soon. Soon. I started playing this on my Steam Deck before I had a PC capable of running it. Ah, cool. I've never seen a Steam Deck. I mean, I know that it's basically some kind of handheld, right? Can I think of it as a okay, this is very old school. One of those rotated Game Boys. Screen in the middle and then just A and B buttons to the side, stuff like that. Would be pretty hard though, because there's so many buttons in this game. I mean, I have a hard time with my keyboard to get get enough keybinds. The controller. Okay, I don't have a controller. Maybe I should try it at some point. Because I was pretty good with the PlayStation controller back in the day. Used to play a lot of those fighting games. These are all filled up, so we're just gonna leave this. Next one. Oh, Colonia. Yeah, indeed. Colonia is indeed in the center of the galaxy here. And why do I not show you it? So you got here the galaxy map. So where we are here now is close to or inside the bubble. This is basically the bubble where all civilization is, with a little bit of stuff outside, right? So this is where all human civilization is normally. You also, and we did a story-wise, you have all these big bases floating around, right? You have all these Coriolis stuffs, and we have one in this system here. We got the Coriolis here. So we got all those big terminals here. Now they did a test with a specific terminal to give it an FTS engine, a frameshift drive engine, and they tested it and it went wrong. The whole station disappeared. They never found it. Well, they didn't find it for a long time, and then eventually we got a lot of space people exploring the universe, and I think it was actually a player who found it. I'm not sure who it was, but I think a player actually found it, and the story continued on, because this game is pretty awesome with the player involvement. So people are just exploring things, and eventually they came over here. And I believe this here is Colonia. Or all of this, I need to zoom out because I'm way too close there. I believe this is all Colonia here. I'm not sure exactly what part of it is Colonia, but Colonia is somewhere here. And that's where the whole station that just FSD jumped away apparently stranded on its own, and it made a little bubble of civilization all the way out here. So this is where you now have a little bit of civilization here. I don't think there's any power play here. Is there any power play? No power play here. But that's where you can find that's where you can find Colonia, and you also have Beagle Point, which is somewhere on the opposite end of the galaxy. It's basically just you take our stuff and just go direct opposite. So it's probably somewhere over there, Beagle Point, I guess. The furthest away place in the Milky Way. We can go, and of course from Colonia you can get relatively easy, still a good trip, to Sagittarius A, which is our black hole in the center of the Milky Way. I still need to go there, but I really want to see that. Yeah, this is Colonia over here. There are some engineers there, that's why I have engineer markers there. But yeah, it's hard to get there. You can get there. It's easier now with all the engineering stuff, of course. But it's just a very cool place, and there's the best engineers are there, because it's so hard to get there. You might have some good engineers there, right? I've been going way too far away from all this stuff. Let's find another one. Let's go for encoded. This one. There you are. Let's aim for that. Now, of course, there's far more information to find in the galaxy itself, because there's a pretty cool story, and what I recommend to do on occasion, it's kind of discontinued, but you get this playlist here, and in this you can find all kind of information about the galaxy.
Battle.
I'm not going to play it right now. I mean, a little bit.
Too kindly ends.
This is the news, and it used to actually be there all the time with all kind of new news, and it just kept it on running for hours. And you can learn about the Galaxy, what's happening. There's a battle at Beta 3, for example, at the moment, which is a community event. If you haven't yet, join it. Oh, actually, it has already been ended. It has already ended. Okay. Ooh. Want to know this.
As Beta 3 Tucani ends, Empire declares victory. The conflict between Imperial forces and Archon Domain in the Beta 3 Tucani system has concluded, with analysts confirming a clear victory for the Empire.
The Empire, dang it.
Became a flashpoint after Imperial intelligence launched an operation aimed at weakening Delane's influence and driving the Meatlon megaship from
I was on the side of the pirates.
Both sides called upon independent pilots to support their efforts, resulting in widespread clashes across the system. Supporters of the Empire successfully repelled Delane's forces and dealt a severe blow to pirate operations in the system. Imperial intelligence claimed success in its objective to force the Meatlon into retreat, though Delane appears to have survived the assault. A spokesperson for Emperor Arisa Lavany Duval praised the outcome. Every commander who fought under an Imperial banner has helped to deliver a sharp message to any would-be aggressor against the Empire. Emperor Arissa's will has been realized in this system. To add further insult, it was revealed that an Imperial agent had managed to infiltrate the Meatlon and hack the internal holoscreens to display Imperial propaganda prior to departure. Rebuilding and renewal after the Thargoid War.
I hear you can get all kind of news. This was apparently the news for the current or the just past community event where you had to go to a specific system, to Beta 3 Tuscany, and to become part of the combat there. I was on the side of the pirates because screw the Empire. I hate the Empire. It's against the Federation, so therefore I hate them. Unfortunately, I won. But that's where you could get pre-engineered missile launchers. I should be eligible for those, I believe. I'm not sure where I can get them yet. Here, community goals. I'm in the top 50%, so I should get 240 million credits, and we get, I should get 2 sets of the double engineered missile launchers type 2 grade 2 and 3, and the double engineered. And yeah, I need to find out where to get them, of course. But there's all kind of news in the game, which you can follow, like this for the community goals. You got rebuilding and renewal from the Thargoid War. And all kinds of information here. You can actually look it up and go to this place and find stuff in it. You have to actually look for the information, but it is out there. And you can actually find a lot of stuff and to just go and do. So I recommend trying to find out more information. I'll put on the music back. And there's a lot of things you can just discover. I'm at the moment mostly occupied with increasing my rank and stuff. Oh, I need to be here. And of course, I'm busy working on this here with Brain Tag. Also Ariel in chat. Let's see, which is down here. So if you want to go to Beagle Point, right? Which is actually that's not Beagle Point. There's Beagle Point. You have a lot of people use the called the highway, I forgot the name. The Neutron Highway, that's the name. You have neutron stars, which will boost your FSD and supercharge it so you can jump further. Now there's a whole row of these neutron stars which you can follow towards Beagle Point. And that route starts here in call 359 sector WO0449/4, this one. So what I tried to find was a system that was useful for its location. So I went to the furthest part we had towards that system with that neutron star. So we have a good place for people to jump off towards it and prepare for it. And then I took this system and I looked around and found just a cool system. Oh, we got 1 million, by the way. We got 1 million people there. Yes, there we go. So I was looking around for a good system to colonize. And I found this system here, which has, as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ringed planets. We can mine a lot here. So that was cool to me because I like mining. And we got every type of ring that is available in the game in the system. They're not always the best rings ever, but we have them all. And with every type of hotspot in the game in these rings. So I can use mine to my hard content here. That's great. So I start to make stuff here to make this system more usable. And a few of the goals we set. Let's get our paint up because we got a whole lot about this. It's a lot of work. It was fun. It is still fun. Let's find it. Games, Elite Dangerous. Swoiwns, there we go. So the same system, I made a lot of screenshots, as you can see, with a lot of changes here. And I put a lot of things together, because a lot of things the game doesn't give you, and the game doesn't show you where to find certain things. So I put down every single thing we installed here, gave them all a number. Number 1 is Camploys Rest here, which is right up here, and you can find what it is. Camploys Rest, a tier 1 hub, commercial. In game it doesn't say what it is. You have to find it in the tier 1 hub commercial to build it, and then we'll never say again what it actually was. So I put down here what it is, and gives all the bonuses and stuff, set what it gives and stuff like that. So put it for every single facility we've built, and add all the bonuses up here, over here. This is, however, system-wide, but I don't think it works that way. So I might be wrong in putting it this way. This might be incorrect here, because I know there's weak links and strong links between things. So if you have a, for example, the Camploys Rest down here, let's take that one. Camploys Rest here is a is a commercial hub, and it has weak links, as we can see here, with agriculture and extraction, 2 and 1. It has been changed. I haven't updated yet, but let's say 2 and 1. Weak links. Weak links means it got links from places which are not on the planet. It is actually orbiting. So we had some farming over here, we have some industry over here, and those have weak links to him. If you put a base on this planet it's actually orbiting, it would get a strong link with that type of what do you call it? Economy? Yeah, economy, market type. So, and weak links apparently count for 5%. Strong links count for 1% at least, and maybe more, depending on other circumstances. And the more it has, the more the shop inside, if you're going to go inside the marketplace, you see what kind of stuff you can buy there. Now, what I want to make sure what this thing can do is to be able to be self-sufficient. We got the goals down here. So we want to be a supply point for Cologne and Neutron Highway. We got that achieved. We want a great mining system, which we got. So I want to get the most gameplay possible in system. Oh, that's wrong. I need this thing here. Most gameplay possible in system. So I want to make sure there's a lot of ground stuff to be done there. I want a lot of space stuff to be done there. I want it to be self-sustaining, so that we can produce all colonization materials in system, or as many as possible. So I've been working on getting aluminum, steel, titanium, and xenon components in the system. For these last components, I made Planet 2D specifically, which is down here. It's this planet here. We got here a specific set of buildings on this one to allow for xenon components, which are not complete yet. We have completed only one building yet. Complete the second one yet. And I want to get all possible services available in system. So that's also why we have, for example, a pirates hub right here, which is my, I think, Greenbeard Secrets Hideout, I believe I called it. My commander's name is Greenbeard, so therefore it is. Also, we got ourselves a asteroid base, which we built, and I called this BrainTech's Claim after BrainTech, who's been helping us quite a lot with building most anything in the game. So, pretty awesome. Thanks for the help, Bait. And I also want to make sure we can get all ships, modules possible available for purchase system, which is a bit unclear on how to get that, because you need to get 35 tech on a hub to get a shipyard available. It doesn't say what you need to get all ships available in the game to be sold there. So I assume more tech is better. So that's what we're going for, to get more tech, which means we need to get a strong link with that station. It's right there. A strong link with the station with high-tech materials. The problem is it's encircling a gas giant, so I hope that if we put a high-tech facility here or here, that we'll get a high-tech strong link with the station, and hopefully then it will actually be able to sell higher tech level ships and materials, but that's just a bit of a guess of me. The system is still in beta, so there's still things that are going to change in the whole colonization thing, so a lot of things are also not figured out yet. So I'm just figuring out, trying to find out things and just making it, you know, be cool. That's it. Welcome, I seem to like the grind. I assume you do, and thank you very much, mate. You've helped us greatly. And I think it's only fair to name the first asteroid base, which I think is the coolest base in the game, after you. Yeah. Neutral highways for cheaters? I mean, it depends what you like to do. I'm probably gonna try it out. The problem with the neutron highway, I've tried to do some neutron jumps and I failed all the time, because I always get this warning. When you go to neutron star, right, you have to charge up your FSD, get supercharged, and you should be able to jump a lot further. But I always get the error that I don't have enough, that the fuel amount needed for a jump is too high, even though I have the fuel. So I don't really know what that is about. I need to find out how that works. I just don't know how to jump with neutron stars yet. I need to figure it out. Yeah, we've been trying to improve the system and just learning on the way how to manage the system. And at the moment we have 1 million people there. I believe we had 1 million people. Yeah, just got 1 million people there. Low security. I want to up this to high security if possible. I don't really know how to yet, but we'll try to figure it out. And in the meantime, just trying to get all those goals met and just slowly build it over time. And I think it's a blast. I think it's really cool. But it's a lot of work. And there's a lot of things the games could do better. For example, if you want to help with this, I think people should be able to get a mission if they land near a system that I think is under construction. Which, what's under construction? There's another one. We got one finished here on the planet. Let's see. I finished this one last week, I believe. No, I finished the other one. Never mind. I finished this one here. Yeah, this one is finished. So, I wish that if you go to one that is not finished, and if you land there, that you would get a mission for anyone who lands there that would give you this list of stuff that you need to build it. Which is all these things we need to get there to build that one facility. 7,000 aluminium, hallelujah. Anyway, yeah, so that people can go to a market and you see, oh, you need this, and you need so much of this. Just get a submission, would be awesome. That's a simple thing that people can help out, because this is a lot of work for one person. This is a stupid amount. 8,000 steel, 2,000 liquid oxygen, 6,000 cerium composites. Holy shit, that's all of them. Aluminum, 7,000. That's kind of insane. That's a lot of hauling, a lot of trips. So yeah. So you want to do this with the community, not alone, and that will be easy for the community to actually do this and just actually find out what is still required. You know. So a mission system will be awesome, and there's many things that could use improvement in this. But still, it's fun to do, and we're getting pretty far in. I mean, Braid Exclave is already at the moment is the crown jewel we have in the system. It's awesome. It's working. We got agriculture, high tech, extraction, and refinery. It's a asteroid base, so it's inherently extraction already. I want to make sure that this high tech is higher up here, and hope that works to be able to buy better ships and better modules. I hope it works. So that's the goal. And you can see all these links here, they're all weak. So I'm hoping that these two slots here, if I could put something there, it will be a strong link towards Great Exclaim. But to put a high-tech thing on there, it would be an installation, I believe. Then tier 2, research station. I believe these are the best one for tech level changes. Any of these would work. And I believe, yeah, they're all good. But to get these, we need a settlement research bio in system. Which is why we put a research bio on the planet with all our facilities for farming and stuff. We got a dedicated depot is a space farm. We got a farm on the planet, I believe. Let's see. There we go. I believe this. Yeah, this one is a farm on the planet, planetary farm. And this is a this is the one we're still building. Yeah, Bacon here. Bacon Legacy here is our tier 2 science facility. So we got more science, which is also placed on top of a mountain. I tried to place this one as close as possible to it, because it was funny. And this one is going to be our... yeah, this is the biochemical site we need as the prerequisite for those space installations, apparently. And Braydick has already been starting on that, let's see. 50% in. Pretty good. Pretty good, man. And that's all to just be able to install other things in the system to make the system more fun to be in. And I want to do a lot of ground combat things later on, in a few months probably. And that's what I probably want to do in this own system. So I want to have a lot of ground stuff available. A few goals I have myself that I want eventually is that we have a tier 3 facility here where people can just fly from the star and quickly go to our main port basically for a system. I want to get another asteroid base here, which will be a comet base because this one has icy rings, so I hope this will be a comet base. And I want one tier 3, it's going to be here I believe, tier 3 ground base, just to have one tier 3 ground base in the system because those give the best resource I believe, and just to have one of them, one actual city in the system. So those are big things I'm planning to get, and then there's a lot of side things we need as requirements and stuff for that. Because we need points like these to build things at level 2 and level 3. We need 6 level 3 points to install one big facility, either the ground-based city or the space-based level 3 dockyard. I'm not sure which one we build first. We'll see. But at the moment we're just slowly building our way towards just making this also better and just improving Braintech's claim. It will be insanely good, which is the plan. And yeah, just having fun with that. So that's the thing that's brought me back to the game. This is one of them things. Welcome me back into the game of seeing the use of fuel rats. Any game that plants a seed for something like that, fuel rats to appear is what we need more of. I think it's great, yeah. I haven't been part of fuel rats. I never used them. I never had to use them. Their services. I did apply once, but I never really got a response. I probably did it wrong in some way. Doesn't matter. But yeah, the fuel rats and things like that, just immersive gameplay based upon the players doing things is awesome. And it's really cool to have. So yeah. Player run organization to help you out when you're stranded. That's awesome. But I've been trying to avoid the need. Yeah, that's what you want to do, because it's, you know, it's cool that the fruits are there, but you don't want to be the one who needs them. You know, it's kind of, if you need them, you miscalculate somewhere. You made a mistake. Yeah, but I think fuel is really cool. I also like it in the game. If you go towards the stations and you actually go outside, you see those commercials, right? And those could be the fuel rats. They have the real fuel as one of the commercials in there. Why are we here exactly? Because we need these things. Yes, materials. That's what we're here for. It's like, what are we doing again? I got a bit of a tangent there. Sorry about that. I'm just explaining things. Collect route. I could have let him collect all this time when I just sat around here, you know. Could have done that, but I didn't. Yeah. Block box, that's fine. Yeah. Also, I don't really know what I put in Elite 1 through 5. Elite used to be the highest level. I can go all the way to Elite 5. I don't really see the purpose of that. I mean, your symbol gets better, but beyond that, I mean, I got trade rank Elite 2 because I just been trading quite a lot. The rest I'm not that good at. I'm not. Especially biology, I think it's so boring. Oh, the planet biology thing used to be a little mini game, right? Where you had to do a little thing to get the scan. I wish they would. I mean, it was really hard at first. It was really annoying to play because it was just too difficult. They could have just toned it down, made it a bit easier, or made the rewards better. Like if you scan 4 levels, there is it's basically a circle. Let's see if I can get myself a thing there. Quickly get ourselves a paint out thing. Quickly paint. There we go. Hello paint. Oh, by the way, this last screenshot I made. Very professional mining. Anyways, let's do this. Let's flashbang. There. So basically, have a circle, and you have to. There's all kind of slots in there, and then you have to align things with those slots to fit, right? But and then you have to go to the next circle and so on. What I think they could have done, just an idea I have. I believe there's 3 circles normally. and you have to rotate them to get to the right thing. What I could have done is, if you select one circle, you get one scan, and then you have to go to the next plant or organism, whatever, and scan that one. If you get 2 scans, it will count for 2 scans. You don't have to go to another organism, you have to only get to one organism to scan it fully. And for 3 scans, you only need to scan one organism to get all 3, and you just can go on to the next one. That will make it a lot more fun to play this. If you're skilled enough, you get it all in one go. You don't have to go to 3 different things. But if you're not skilled enough, you can just go to 3 different locations, get the easy one, and just keep on moving. That alone would make the game a lot more fun to play, even though it might have been difficult to play. It's very simple things like that, and I can think of that just in a few seconds there. I mean, they got a lot of smart people out there who can think of better games than that, but you know, just make it a bit more rewarding and you will be fine. But yeah, that was not done with it. Now just keep left mouse button pressed and you're done, which is utterly boring. Utterly uninspired. So I'm not a big fan of the biology thing, which is weird because I'm a biologist. So, but I just don't enjoy it at all, because there's no real gameplay to get those things. You have to find them and scan them. Woohoo. We need encoded. And hopefully we get some. I still need to get my scrap, by the way. I haven't got a single scrap of scrap. Yes, exactly that. I said it. I said it. Why are we here exactly? That's a very good question. Yeah, it is. That's a very good question. Why are we here exactly? Yeah. Sometimes you're doing things, you're on time, you're like, why am I at this place again? Yeah. Why did I walk into this room again? Do you get the feeling? You just walk into a room, you know you're gonna get something, you walk into a room, you're like, I was going to get something here, but what was it again? I have a lot. I think it's trying to turn into a game more. It was mainly a simulation before. Yes, I agree, but that's, yeah, I think that's my personal opinion, of course. They had a little backlash on that minigame specifically, because it was too hard, it was. And they just were like, okay, then we don't have a minigame at all, just delete the minigame. That's what it did. They overreact, they didn't balance it, they just instantly removed it. And I know there's a lot of backlash and a lot of people who are pretty extreme on the internet and pretty nasty. They got it over them. I understand they're not being happy with that, of course, because they're trying to make the best game they can, of course. And if everyone is nasty about you trying to do your job, it's really hard to keep motivated and want to do something cool. So I understand that they're having a bad time with it. But on the other hand, they could have balanced it more and just toned it down a bit, made it a bit easier to get or something like that, or just improve the words like I just explained. There are other options, just instantly exit, you know. So they're a bit extreme in most things, and therefore there's a lot of things in this game that are not finished or not are no longer functional because I just couldn't bother to keep it up, to balance it, stuff like that, which is a thing that is going on with Frontier lots, at least in this game, that they just abandon projects halfway or don't finish them completely, stuff like that. If you have yourself a fleet carrier, there is a fleet carrier launched fighter inside a fleet carrier, which you cannot launch. It is there though. There was gameplay planned for that thing, and that gameplay is axed. But the parts are still there, just floating around, just being like, yeah, we had this plan and we never did it. But you can look at it and you can see that we didn't do it. It's kinda yikes. Could have been so much better. Oh, we're going backwards. Sometimes it stops you, sometimes it doesn't stop you if you get into these kind of locations. It's only 3 things. What is it? What are we getting here? I mean, mechanical equipment. Sure. Heating wire. Okay. Got a beacon here, so this is for a scan. Okay. Let's first untarget. We send out the boy. Boy. Collect things. Also, a weird quirk, by the way. If you have limpets, because one of you just started his send. If you have limpets and you want to send them outright, make sure you target nothing and it will keep collecting. If you target something, it will collect that one thing and then expire instantly. So yeah, don't waste all your limpets. Just make sure you have targeted nothing and then send your limpets out. Why can't I get you? Beacon? Beacon. Yeah, we're scanning it. Yeah. Now we're scanning it. One of those weird quirks about the game. Target nothing and your limpet will live. Target something and your limpet will suicide itself instantly. Strange wake solutions. Okay, I'll take those. There's a lot of weird quirks. Also, if you go into a station, look at the name. It's upside down. It's a bug from long, long ago. Now it's everyone is used to it now. But yeah, the names are upside down in the game. Little things like that, like why? Just why is that still a thing? People now call it, it's part of the game, because it is for so many years, so they will just be weird about changing it, but yeah, it's like, why? It's such a basic thing, like, right? If you fly into a station, you want to be able to see the name properly and be able to read the name properly. But no, the proper name is underneath your ship, you can't see that, and the upside down name is in front of you. Yeah. Yeah. It's just little things like that everywhere, which is... It didn't have to be that way, I think. I guess hard to build a balanced game that contains both MMO shooting, but also allows the open world where you can just explore, mine, or build on a system. But the problem is, I agree, it's difficult, it's not easy to do. But the game has this open world for all this time. This open world hasn't changed. This open world has been there, it's still there. The only thing that changed about the open world is the power play. The rest is still there. They enhanced the graphics on planets. They did that at some point. Beyond that, that's been there for all these years. So the change didn't have to change the entire game world. That was already there in place. They haven't changed much about it. That's still there and still great. And I think it's still carrying the game, by the way. So it wasn't that. I mean, there's a lot of these little things that are easy to solve. Like upside down names is easy to solve. A questing system for people who want to join in the conversation. That you have a questing system when you first colonize the system, because you have to put that first facility down within 4 weeks. You get a mission for that as the one who claimed the system to do that, to make up a thing. And then they decide, okay, so after the first one, you can get it for free. You can just you don't have to, there's no time limit on it, you can do it for whatever you want, right? So instead of just doing a time limit to, say, a year or something, they remove the time limit. But that means they can't make it into a quest, which means you don't have the list of items you need, which is something that is in the game possible, but they just didn't put it in, which is something we need. And we need people to be able to join the building of things, so they need to have the mission as well, you know? It's things that are in the game already available, already doable, they just haven't activated it. That's the part that's kind of like, why? This game could be so much bigger and greater if they just put all those little things together. And so, look, it's just a pile of little things. I'd love for this game to get just 3 or 4 updates, just pure quality of life changes. Just pure that would be awesome. Just fix the little things. Like a simple example. If you, I can show it off. I mean, I can't show it off properly here. Actually, I think I actually put a ticket about it. I think I have a picture of that, maybe. Let's see. That's not it. No, that's the wrong one. I put it. Also, if you find things that are not correct, put in tickets. It's good. Let them know about the things. Here. Simple example. Here we go. This is a bug I found. This is something I found. If you go for construction effort, for orbital construction yard, I need to make this thing. This was back in the day when we still made that thing. This is the list you get. Alphabetically ordered stuff you need. Seems logical, right? Seems good. But if you go to any kind of market, it is ordered in chemicals, consumable items, foods, machinery, stuff like that, and then alphabetical. So, because you don't have any symbols here to say you need this and so many of it, you have to look between, aluminum, A, where's the A? Okay, nothing there. B, through all of them. You have to check it every time and go through the entire list every time. It doesn't really work well together because they have different types of ordering things. So what I'd love to make them do is to either alphabetize all these or separate these per little module here, like chemicals or consumer items, stuff like that. So you can easily find, oh, aluminum is a metal, metals, aluminum, that list. Stuff like that. It's a very simple thing to change this. But this is the new stuff, which is, I mean, alphabetical sounds cool, but it doesn't work if you have to go and find them in markets. Simple things like that. This is a simple thing to fix, by the way. That wouldn't cost them more than half an hour. Well, more than half a day. Let's say that. So yeah, and there's plenty of these things, which is a bit of a shame. A lot of people left the game because of too many of those little things. And of course, because Odyssey started pretty roughly. Pretty dang roughly. Let's send down the boy again. And those are the things that keep the game back, which is not needed. This game can be insanely good with just those kind of things fixed. Well, I've been playing this game for years, so yeah, I should know a bit about the game, yeah. As long as you keep the fights away from the casual explorers so they don't have to interact, it's fine. It would be nice if they support teamwork better. It will increase interaction. I think so too. I think I tried to do that with the new Vanguard thing. Because I did the squadron thing, which was actually planned to be kind of the whole guild system thing, and this kind of fell flat on its face. The squadron thing is pretty buggy. That's why people don't play it. It's just very buggy. We don't need that. What is that actually? Yeah, we're full those. Yeah, those are full. Okay, good. So there's a lot of things about this game that are, yeah, nitpicky maybe? They're nitpicky, definitely nitpicky. But there's so many of them, it's a problem. I don't mind a few little bugs, I don't care about that, that's fine. I don't mind really that there's one or two things not correct, but there's a lot of things not correct, and that is a shame. And that's, a lot of things are, in my opinion, seemingly easily fixable. And the biggest mistake that they didn't make when they made the whole ground combat active, that they didn't put in ship interiors, which the community was pretty adamant about that they wanted that, is kind of a big mistake in my opinion. Because I told you about the whole building your own house and just furnishing it, which is great and big source of income for many games. I didn't know why they didn't do it, but they didn't. And the arguments for it were pretty mediocre, and also being released in a state where it was just not ready. Simple thing about that, they have some kind of benchmark, right? They say this kind of system can run it. This is the lowest system quality so can run it, and it couldn't run it at that system quality they said it could run it. And also the system quality which it would run best, which should be without any hiccups and stuff like that, would still have hiccups and stuff like that. They didn't optimize it properly, which took months for them to fix, and I think it's still not completely fixed. It's stuff like that. It's easy to point the finger, say it's developers, but I'm not sure if it's developers. It could also be the guys in charge of developers. It could be the guys who are actually in charge of money, stuff like that. I don't know whose fault it is, but they've had a lot of those little things that are not done, not finished, or just removed, or just not as they should be. Which is a shame, because this game is awesome. I really love playing this game. There's so many good things about this game, but you will run into a lot of issues. Like social interaction. There's no way to contact for squadrons. There's no way to contact a squadron inmate. If you want to communicate with BrainTech, for example, if he's in the game, which I mean he was in the game a second ago, so he's probably flying around somewhere. Can I? Wait, go back. So if you have this thing here, right? If you have your friends list, that's Commander BrainTech right there. If you want to make someone my friend, you could normally do it here. Oh, we can do friend request still here. Okay, fair enough. But you couldn't anymore. But if I want to find a name here, I cannot type a name in here. So if I want to make a friend and for someone I don't know, I need to go out of the game, go to social here, which is obviously out of the game and just removes immersion, and then find the name here, which I didn't even know where to find that, by the way. Which is pretty weird. It's not integrated into a system like, hey, I can just here type in a name and look for that person. Because these are all people that were apparently close to the system. This is December 2022. Okay, that's a long time ago. I'm not really going towards a place where a lot of people are, apparently. But yeah, just the ability to type in here the one you're looking for to add to your friend list instead of having to go press escape, go to social here and do it here. Why does it have to be in 2 places? Why is it not in the game and I have to go to escape towards a menu which gets me, you know, removes all my immersion and just have to find it there. It's a lot of these things, which is a shame. I hate the messaging system. It's easy to chat via Discord than via the game. Exactly, and that's a big mistake. I've tried to send you a message once in a while. When I see you come in here, for example, I've tried to type to you, hey, good morning, stuff like that, you know. I never got a response. I don't know if you never got my message or the response never got to me. I don't know. So, communication is difficult. And there's something about this game is awesome, by the way, for communication. I'm in solo right now. But if someone else would fly in the same system, I would be able to chat with them, even though I'm in solo and they might not be in solo. And you could have chats with people, which is fun. And that's a really cool thing about this game. But yeah, well, also one thing, you can write in local and system. I don't even know how to get to system. I know you can write, I think if you do /sci, that maybe? No, doesn't work that way. There's a way to type in system, which is not the default. Default is local, which is all the NPCs over here. But you can write in system as well, and that way you could talk with other players who would actually be flying around and doing things. Yeah, there's a lot of things about this game that are amazing and awesome and lovable, but there's a lot of jank in the way that you have to conveniently ignore. Like, the friendship system is kind of okay. It's really weird. It's really weird. They have a great game in their hands and they just don't really make good use of it for some weird reason. And I don't really understand it. I'm probably simply too dumb for that, but you know. I mean, I'm not a developer. I don't know how hard it is. I mean, I developed my own mini game, but that's just barely. I can barely call it a game. But yeah, no, it's hard for developers to make a game good. But this game has so many mistakes made, and it could be developer mistakes, or it could be because time crunches and it's not enough time to finish it, stuff like that, which is stupid. But there's a lot of people who decide that for the developer, so they can't always decide themselves. There's way too many of those tiny nonsense things, and it's a big hurdle for a lot of new players who come in and like, how do I find X, Y, or Z? And you have to go all the way around and go through system 3, 4, and 5 to get to the thing that system 1 should be able to do. Yeah. Send you a text message, see when it pops up and how it pops up. Oh, okay. I haven't seen the text message yet. So just gonna wait till it comes in. I wonder, is that text message here? No, this groups block report, so here's no messages here. Okay, good. At least that's not here. Okay. So I should see a message pop up here, right? Somewhere. So far, nothing. But teamwork, that's what the new squadron update will be about. Yeah, indeed. I hope it works. They need communication in squadrons, and they need a proper way for people to work together. That's what this game needs. Which is the problem? I sent at 10:45 system time. And it's now 47, as you can see in the still no message. Yeah, that's a problem. That's a problem in the game. Because normally indeed you use Discord and stuff to just avoid the game. There's also that you rely too much on third-party tools like Inara. You need Inara to play this game. You can't do without Inara. Or something that links to Inara, like Copilot. I think it uses Inara as a information source. Yeah. A lot of things are not explained in the game. Hard to find. I mean, I know I have to go to encoded missions in this kind of system with low security to get the thing I need, because I found that on third-party tool. This thing here, Idiosa Manager. I would not know how to find. What are these? These mechanical scrap pieces any other way. I wouldn't even know where to go look for them. I would assume shooting down ships might help, but apparently not. So yeah, the message from BrainTech never arrived, as you see. Still not. We're almost 4 minutes later. Yeah, that's really bad for a messaging system in game. That's really bad. So yes, I'm a bit harping on the game. I'm sorry about that, but that's there is a lot of flaws in the system, which is a shame because this game is so amazing. There's so many cool things about this game. The sheer play world is the biggest in any game ever, I believe. It means the freaking entire Milky Way, the entirety of it. That's on a scanner, yeah. And also, why do we get a message about these? Eccentric hyperspace trajectories. Why does that become a mail? I understand that the thing I get information, right? So that sounds okay. But then you get a mail because I got this thing. Now this stuff I need to collect for engineering materials, right? But I also get this mail, eccentric hyperspace trajectories, with this. Embedded files, the trajectories for local traffic in 12-hour time box. Target identified, full analysis data complete upon return. Cool. Does this have any gameplay purpose? No. Can't do anything with it? No. All I can do is throw it away. It's basically spam. Cool to try to do it in-game and make it kind of, you know, you get data so you get a mail. The idea is cool, but then what do we do next with it? There needs to be a follow-up, and how does this become gameplay, which it isn't. Oh, but that's enough harping. That's enough harping. I'm still trying to get my mechanical scrap though. Is anything here? No. Equipment, warrant shield emitters. I don't think we're gonna get any scrap. I've tried a few methods so far, and so far nothing. I might just trade down, because tier 5 materials are really easy to get nowadays. So I think I'll just trade down. Then we're looking for mechanical scrap. That's a material trader we're looking for. Okay. Let's go find a material trader then, which requires, hey, Inara. It does. Or I could do it with my system. News. Search. Oh no, that's component train. That's this one, right? No, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. We want to search nearest. Outfitting? No. At stations, yes, we can get here. Services, yes. We get ourselves a merchant. Materials trader, there we go. And we are in what system again? That is ICZ. Let's put it there. EL/Y C14. Cool. And I can land on any platform anyway, so search. So we want to go for manufactured material trader, so Ball Station. Great name, Ball Station. And then we are. I was hoping to get it actually through gameplay, but I'm just gonna get it this way. Because the gameplay way isn't working. Which is kind of a problem, to be fair. That's so hard to get. That's unfindable. Oh, actually, no, we don't need to do that. There, yeah, there we do it. It's just one jump away, so fuel is no problem. Yeah, I was hoping to get this through gameplay, which is the thing I want to do, and then I have to eventually just go for no. We have to just trade them. Or add Copilot. Add Copilot would work as well, yeah, indeed. Go to the third icon in the messaging system, little person icon. Okay, this one, yes. I can do direct message here. I can do voice command requests for player and stuff. Okay, this is because we just can now super cruise. It's not the game's fault. We're in basically a loading screen. So direct message. And I see no message from him still. Let's see if it arrives to BrainTech. I sent a message to BrainTech now. This is 10:53 game time. And then we go towards the station. Ball Station. Perfect name. Perfect names for a station. I mean, it is technically a ball. There we go. We're just gonna straighten down. I got it right away? Oh, okay. So that works. That's odd. Normally it never works. Ah, cool, it works now. That's cool. Weird. Oh yeah, you can type here in message. So this is to command a brain tag. Let's see if it works now, because now we did the private message, and now we're just in the main chat doing this. Or do we have to go back to BrainTag's private messaging again? I'm curious about that. But so far I've not been able to have any contact with BrainTag in game. I've only had it out of game so far. Luckily I have a Discord with where I can put all the pictures up and stuff, but yeah. It would be nice if I could do it in game. Especially when I go for an MMO, you need to have communication. Communication is key, even though it's in game doesn't really make sense because it's fast on light travel, etc. The communication doesn't work that way. It's still a game. It's still a game. I'm actually curious what exchange into mechanical scrap, what the tier 5 material is. Because tier 5 materials are just easy to get, which is weird because they should be the most rare, but it's really easy to get the tier 5 materials now, at least for mechanical manufactured things. And then just trade them down. Because the lower tiers are really hard to get. Because you actually have to hunt them down, which is kind of fun actually to hunt them down, but you do need to get something, right? Yeah, I gave up. Also, navigation that in the message section is just plain stupid. That is true. It's a very old design. Could use an update. I mean, I always get lost when I press these buttons. I always press the wrong ones, and I always get in trouble with that stuff. So yeah, Discord works. We got Discord, but yeah, it should at least be a viable option in the game itself, I think. Doesn't have to be the best option ever, but it should at least be a possibility.
Please maintain decorum when conducting business at this facility. Permission granted. Plot route for approach to landing pad 37. Use of automated docking computer permitted. You are clear to hand over control.
Yeah, if there's anything that you want to know about the game, you can always ask. I don't know everything, but there's a lot of people out here who do know a lot more. And sometimes I can help. But I think the game is really fun to play. It's just that you have to find your way around the jank. That's the hardest hurdle. And don't be afraid of do the tutorial twice or thrice. It's a learning cliff. So I've played tutorials twice or thrice and still have to do it again for the ground combat because I haven't done it in a long time. So I'm just gonna do the tutorials myself eventually as well. Now let's see, let's get some mechanical scrap and trade all the things that we can trade now, basically.
Know your stay, Commander. Your comfort is our top priority.
So we're out of mechanical scrap. Improvised components. Trade them down. Bam! There we go. Cost me 3 components, which I can get really easily for all that. Yeah. And we're good again. That's all it took. I have to get more of these though. Exquisite focus crystals. Where would it say we've got those? I wonder. Which one? Which one? That's the bug. We can get rid of that one. Zero's helper. That's the one. Yeah. Right. That's materials helper. Yeah, there we go. So we're looking for exquisite focus crystals. Excuse these ones. This one, where to find reward. Oh, okay. So only for mission rewards. That's interesting. Fair enough. Fair enough. Then you go for a different one and just straight down into that stuff, right? You don't take. Oh, core chemical composers are really easy to get. I know these. So I'll take my focus crystals and trade it down, which is very inefficient. But bam, now I have them. And these I can get easily. These are really easy to get. So you just farm these and just trade them down to everything else you want. Imperial shooting is also really easy to get. These are both really easy to get. I just didn't bother. That's it. Anyways, but I have to unfortunately call it here because my voice is getting a bit rough. I do have another week to go. So I want to thank you all for watching. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Hope you enjoyed the game. I'm going to continue on improving the ship so we can finally have a ship that is actually landable in systems where we can not use our corvette. And then continue on tomorrow with other things we find. So yeah, thanks very much for being here. Hope you had fun. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Be careful, also melt today because it's going to be hot outside. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.